Something you tend to hear a lot on the internet is selling high ticket programs. What does that actually mean though? What does that actually look like? What's the price? What's the positioning? How do you sell that? What's the deliverables, right? What's the promise? What's the outcome? Is there a guarantee, right? Is there bonuses? What's kind of the pathway to get to the end destination, right? There's so many different things that goes into a high ticket program, okay? So it's something that you just tend to hear a lot on the internet. In this video, we go into a deep dive and behind the scenes of a $2,000 online nutrition and fitness high ticket program for personal trainers and nutrition coaches. So check this video out right here if you want a real deep dive and look on what a high ticket $2,000 program looks like. Okay, so let's jump into this and I'm going to show you guys just basically what is kind of behind the scenes of a $2,000 nutrition and fitness program. Okay, so before I do that, I just want to show you a couple of people, that are in the accelerator program that are nutrition and fitness coaches as well too, and they're selling these type of programs right here. Okay, so with Lark, I'll be fully transparent. She could have sold it for $2,000 or more, but this was her first one. I think she sold it for like $1,600 or something like that, right? But she got her first high ticket transformation offer too, right? And then Sart right here, again, he could have sold it for $2,000 or more, but it's okay. We're working on increasing those prices. $1,200 paid in full, okay? So again, it's just the price. It's kind of just like putting it up on like a chalkboard. You can erase it, okay? But I just want to show you guys proof in the pudding, okay? That there's people out there just like you, health and fitness coach, nutrition fitness coach, that are selling these high ticket transformation programs for $2,000 or more, okay? And I'll show you guys some more after this. But let's jump into this first, okay? Just kind of like these three phases of a $2,000 online program, okay? I wish there was more time to where we could talk about, all three of these phases, but I'm only going to really focus on one of them, okay? So really, the very first phase, if we look at this, is, it's creating the 2K offer, okay? You have to create it and understand kind of like what the nuts and bolts are, the deliverables, all that stuff, right? The program, the promise, the outcome, all that stuff, the deadline. And then the second part with this phase is really understanding like, your niche, right? And then the messaging, and then the pains and the problems, okay? And I would even argue that this is more of like an avatar that we got to really dial into. And the third phase is like, how do we, position it, number one, for the person on the other side that is going to purchase this. They see the positioning of this, they're like, wow, this value actually does exceed, what it's worth, right? So how do we position that? And then also, how do we sell it? Because again, you can create it, you can have the avatar, the messaging, the pains, the problems all on it. We can position it, but at the end of the day, you got to sell it to put cash, in the bank and be able to serve somebody, okay? So again, we will definitely focus on this right here, but I just wanted to show you that there is really three phases to this 2K online program, right? To be able to create it, position it, and then sell it, and then have the avatar match it, the messaging, the pain points, all that stuff. But you will definitely get some value with this today and what we're going to talk about in that first part, right? And that's really, again, the creating the 2K offer, okay? So again, if we kind of look at this dead smack in the middle, this is really the 2K offer. I'm going to show you, three essential parts that you're going to need to really kind of build in this 2K offer, okay? So if we look at this, the very first part is, again, it's the person, okay? And we can say, it's the avatar, right, if you want to, but you have to know who you're selling to. You really do, okay? So you can't just build this $2,000 online program and think that you're just going to sell it to the masses, okay? You have to be dialed into who this person is, and I'm going to talk about why, okay? So again, somebody is coming to you as a health and fitness coach, and it kind of looks like this, right? They come to you right here where they are in pain, okay? And basically what they want is their pain solved, okay? Their pains and problems. Now, in order to do that right here, this is the coaching program. That's how you solve the problem right there, okay? So it's going to be dose dependent on this person, this avatar, okay? So you have to know who you're working with. Is that busy moms? Is it, busy professionals? Is it dads? Is it people that travel a lot, right? There's so many things I can do as far as like dialing to the avatar, but right now you just have to understand that you got to get clear on who this person is, okay? Which again, after that leads me to kind of talking about, going deeper on this. I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, dude, come on. I was literally watching this video, watching this interview, and you literally just pop up on the screen and interrupt it. Trust me, there's a good reason for this. Just hold on, and I'm gonna let you get back to that interview or that video. Trust me, all right? So the reason why I stopped you on this is because we're giving away our book, 100% free. Okay, so if you're a frustrated fitness professional, you're not growing fast enough, you're looking to future-proof and recession-proof your business by adding online training, or if you're doing online training, you want to scale and grow faster, all you have to do is check out our new book. We're giving the audio away, we're giving the PDF away. So all you have to do is click the link below in the description box and get your free copy. All right, so now back to the video. Is again, you gotta have to understand what the specific person, who the specific person is, right? And the specific pain. Because again, if you don't know who this avatar is, right, they're going to have different specific, pain points and problems and frustrations. They're going to have different aspirations, desires, goals. And you have to understand these, right, to match the offer with this person and their specific pain points and problems. So again, don't just think you're going to sell this to the masses. Understand who the avatar and who the person is. And once you do that, right, is you just figure out who this specific person is. You keep dialing deeper with the avatar, right? And you figure out what's the specific pain point. Again, the problems, the frustrations, the goals, the aspirations, the desires, right? What keeps them up at night? What are they thinking about when they're driving to work when it comes to their health and fitness? You guys see where I'm going with this, okay? All right, the second part to really kind of building this 2K offer really is, I would say it's the outcome with deadline. And so many people get this wrong, with their offer. Just think about it. Like, you can't just tell somebody you're going to just get them to lose weight and gain muscle mass, right? How long is that going to take? What does that look like? Like how much weight, how much muscle mass, tangibly, what does that look like? What does that mean to somebody, right? Especially that specific person on number one. Okay. So you have to literally get very clear, right? Again, very clear outcome. And it's got to be tangible. I'm telling you, it's got to be tangible. I wrestle with this with our students as well too, but it's got to be tangible. It's got to be some sort of muscle mass, inches on their arms, their chest, right? It's got to be something they can measure maybe with their strength. It's got to be something with inches, right? With their anthropometric measurements. It's got to be something with a certain amount of weight, right? It's got to be something where it's tangible and they can see the picture in their head where it's like, I'm here. But the end destination is there, right? Where that's a tangible outcome. And there's got to be a deadline on there, okay? And this is where people miss it too. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to get you to lose 20 pounds or I'm going to get you down 5 inches, okay? When? By when? 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks? Got to get very clear on that, right? Because again, if they can picture that tangible outcome and you can tie that in with a deadline to where it's like, boom, after 12 weeks, you're going to get that outcome. They can see that, right? And it motivates them. That end destination, it future paces them on there, okay? So you have to get clear with the outcome, the deadline on that. And again, I think with this clear outcome and the clear deadline, you have to have some sort of specialty and method that you do with it. It can't just be another health and fitness coach where it's like, I'm going to give you macros or I'm going to give you, a training program. It's like, there's got to be something that's special. There's a specialty, there's a method, there's a system, there's a unique mechanism you do to be able to get that outcome with that deadline, right? That causes the mystery, that causes the curiosity for them, okay? To want to join the program and get the results, especially if you have the social proof and the case studies to back it up, okay? Now, the third part here with building the $2,000 online offer is, again, it's the value, okay? So again, with the value, and I guess the best way to kind of show it with this is, stacking the value, right? And with this value has to be, again, specific to this person. It can't just be BS stuff that you're just adding to this to make it sound like a juicier program. It has to really solve some of their problems, their pain points in their health and fitness journey. And that's going to be dose dependent on who this specific person and avatar is, right? So that's why you got to get clear on that. But really, I guess the best way to show you guys is drawing this out, is stacking the value, okay? So I know my eyebrows are going to get in the way right there. So if we look at it this way, you're just selling, okay, maybe you're just selling a training program online. Okay, cool. There's some value there. We can charge for that. But maybe you want to do a training and nutrition program. Great. Now there's more value, okay? We can actually charge more for that. Maybe you want to throw in training, nutrition, mindset, maybe specific cardio recommendations, supplementation recommendations. Cool. Now we can really stack that value right there, right? We can start raising the price on there, right? Because they can justify it and be like, man, not only am I getting this outcome with this deadline, right? Not only is this solving my specific, problems as the avatar and the person, but I'm getting all this value as well too. Okay, I can see why you're charging this right here. And it seals the deal on there, okay? So that is really kind of the three, I would say nuts and bolts, steps whatever you want to call it, to really bring this $2,000, offer to life. And again, I'm going to show you some more people on here. Colette, we just actually got off on a call with her right here, but she had her 10K, month here. And again, selling these high ticket transformation programs, right? Tara right here, $3,000 right there, So guys, the proof is in the pudding, sell these high ticket transformation programs and start it off with these 3 areas right here to get you going. And obviously, there's more to this, right? Again, the avatar, the messaging, the pain points, the problems, positioning it, selling it. All right, hopefully you got one nugget out of that whole entire training on a deep dive and behind the scenes look of a $2,000 online nutrition and fitness program, okay? First thing I want you to do, if you guys want a free copy of our book, click the link below. Second thing, watch this next training on 6 new ways you guys can build a 6-figure online health and fitness coaching business.